Hey everyone, popping on here for a live just to come together and chat. I have not done like a chit-chatty vlog in a long time. I'm making dinner, I'm wearing a baby. Everyone is pretty tired from our adventures out of the house today, so it's just been a lot of things. So they're all watching a movie. The girls did some small schoolwork like an hour ago, and Emberly has ballet tonight. So super busy, tis always. Look how cute this little sleeping baby is. Hi, Sleepy. Isn't this cute? This dress so cute. It's from Super Cute Dresses by Ringer. I'll link it in the description, but it's nursing friendly and it's my absolute favorite. All her dresses are super cute. So 100% would recommend. So there you go. They're watching Buster or something. And look at my house. This is when you make a choice to go out, then your house gets destroyed. See? Yeah. I'm making this dish tonight, Mexican picadillo with rice. Undecided if I'm gonna do tortillas. We have corn tortillas, but basically this is like the end of our groceries, so I don't have a ton, but it's ground beef, different peppers, onions, and potatoes with like some sort of taco seasoning. Which should be yummy. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in my side of the house where it's quiet. We don't have to hear a TV show for kids, and I'll kind of give an update while everything is simmering. I'm gonna try to sit down with Claire. Okay. There you go. All right, so life has been pretty crazy, to be honest. We've been really busy. Life has just kind of feels like it's all bubbling over. We still don't have a solid routine in our week, which Claire's almost 4 months old, and I really thought that by now we would have some sort of routine. But she doesn't nap on a schedule yet, which I cannot remember when babies are supposed to or tend to, but also I had 2 sets of twins. The last 2 pregnancies, right? Well, the last 2 live births were twins, and our twins were very different than when we have our singletons. So our twins, because I was exclusively pumping for them, I didn't have to. I fed on demand, but I pumped on a schedule. So I would pump on a schedule and then they would eat on demand, and somehow they kind of fell into a routine really, really quickly. Just because it was less about this kind of thing and more oh, you're tired. I'll feed you and then I'm going to put you down for a nap. Where Claire, it's I'll feed you and you'll cat nap on me, and then you're gonna wake up. So the boys and Hannah and Heidi had a much more natural schedule that they fell into, and because there were 2 babies at a time, it was really easy to be nope, this is what we're doing. One of you is tired, both of you are going to nap, and they did that. So singletons, and this was the same for Emmy and Ava and Claire, I don't do that. It tends to be more open-ended, which I love, but I am finding, since this is the first time of me going through that with a whole bunch of other kids, I'm oh, there's no scheduled break in the day for Claire's naps because Claire's not really napping on a schedule or anything. So trying to lower my expectations, which is hard because I want to get our life going, and it's just not happening like that. So there's that. I have really been struggling with a lot of anxiety and depression, more than I am like super comfortable with. I'm still on my Zoloft. I just have this constant feeling like I'm drowning from overwhelm and anxiety. And I feel like I'm like at this weird spot because what I really feel like I need to do is kind of cut out all the things and kind of return to our like basics and stabilize like our home stuff before branching out into extracurriculars, because that tends to be like what one of my coping skills for anxiety is, doing that. But I can't do that right now because we're in the middle of like the dance semester, and recital is beginning of May. And so we're in now March. So we've got 2 more months, and it's just like, oh, I have to push through this just because of the timing. But I know that by the time dance is over, this kiddo will be almost 6 months old and will probably be in a way better routine, which is just hard for me mentally because I'm like, I don't want to trudge through the anxiety and feel like I'm drowning every day, but I don't know how to like stabilize anything right now. So I'm working through that. It's been hard. I've been really just trying to nicely cut out anything that kind of is overwhelming for me naturally. So like, no offense to like anybody that watches this that knows me in person, but I'm really trying to pull back on like stressful, overwhelming, like people coming over to my house kind of thing. Like I really am trying to limit that just so that I can really focus on here, and focus on like our routine of like getting our family together, like our 7 kids and Matt and I, and just like staying caught up on everything and staying caught up on our budget and laundry and then all the things. And then I feel like it's so funny because then you throw in things like kids got sick and then a goat died and like all these things that I'm just like, okay, like I was already feeling like I was drowning before, and now I'm like super triggered by our goat dying, because basically anything with death has like, it totally like kind of throws me off, being like, it reminds me of like all my babies that have died. And it just, that is hard. And then like sick kids, like I am praising the Lord though, because it was only like 3.5 of the kids got sick. I say half because one of the girls like had a really runny nose and was kind of lethargic, but that was it. And so I was like, wow, okay. And watch, Lord, please don't let anyone be sick. Because it was really such a blessing to only have 3 real sick kids, compared to all 7. So yeah, the postpartum anxiety is like super rough this time. And I'm contemplating if like maybe I need to like switch medication, because Zoloft kind of airs more on the depression aspect. But like I was started on Prozac when I had Hannah and Heidi for my anxiety, and that was really great because the Prozac actually like really tends to lean into the anxiety part. So I'm thinking that maybe I need to switch that, but I have to like figure out like if I can still see my midwife. My midwife, Michelle, is like super sweet. So I think I could like have a reason to come in. Like I should probably get a pap smear or something, and I could come in and she could write me a script for that. Yeah, so considering like maybe I need to switch medication, because although I don't feel as bad as I did when I had Hannah and Heidi. I definitely am like, feel like I'm drowning, like I'm gasping for air. And I don't like that feeling. Like nobody likes that. And it's a lot harder for me to not sin against my family when I am trying to not feel like I'm drowning. So like it's much easier for me to like live in my flesh, to be irritable and like take it out on everybody, because I'm trying really hard to like manage basic stuff, if that makes sense. I mean, the depression aspect is not super there, but I definitely feel like it's there. It's just not as prevalent as the anxiety stuff. So there's that. I really love our bunch bike. Our bunch bike has been so fun. It's been really good for me to get out in the sunshine. Like I really think like a vitamin D deficiency is like a huge aspect in like how we feel postpartum. So this has been really great. I've been loving it. Like today was 5 hours out of the house for 3 ballet classes, and it was really great. So I'm really loving that. If you have like any interest in it, you can go to bunchbikes.com, and they have like you can see if there's anybody in your area that owns a bunch bike, and they can give you test rides. I think that's so cool. I should probably sign up for something like that because I'm not signed up, but I know about it. But yeah, so that has been really fun. I think it is funny that so many people on the internet are like, why doesn't your oldest ride her own bike? And I will just say this. Riding in the road is a lot different than just like riding around the neighborhood, because road riding, you have to like know the rules of the road and like what responsibilities you have as a bicyclist and what responsibilities they have as a vehicle driver. And so yesterday when Matt was off, because Matt has Sunday, Monday off, he rode his bike, I rode the bunch bike, and Emmy rode her bike. And we went far. We went like 5.5 miles. And so she was so tired. But that was really good because then Matt was able to be like the instructor while I was managing all the other kids in my bike. And my bike is, it's big. So it's hard for me to be like, I can't sit and like shout behind Emmy or have Emmy in front of me to try to explain things, because I'm also very new to riding bikes on the road, but I'm an adult, so I can figure it out. She's 10. So Matt was able to like help her learn that yesterday. And I think like she's going to need a couple more like really good like rides with Matt and I on her own bike to like really get a grasp on it. But like I'll ride my bunch in the bike lane on like busier roads. I would not have Emberly do that like at all. So it's just like, yes, Emberly's gonna learn how to ride on the road, but for the time being, like she's still a kid, so she'll still be in the bunch bike. Are you okay? Sometimes if I talk too much, she moves and she gets angry. And then on another note, she's going to be like, no, Mom, please don't talk anymore. But on another note, like, we haven't done the Monday Matt chats because Matt's work stuff has been all over the place. He's in the middle of getting licensed for something else, and That has been taking up a lot of his time. And then the other part of the time he is, oh, please say hi, McKenna. Hi, McKenna. Hi, McKenna. So the other times that he's not trying to work on this other thing that he's doing for work, he's working, or he's honestly helping me with the kids, because Claire loves mom. So it's really like, it's a lot easier for me personally when Matt is not working to kind of help me take over all the other kids. So yeah, it's been really busy. Like, we've been trying to get our date night in, and just like every day over like the weekend. So like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna have a date night tonight. And Matt's like, okay. And then 7:30 comes around, we're putting kids to bed, and he's like, I'm ready for bed. I'm like, oh, good, because I am exhausted too. So we're like going to bed early. And so no Matt chats lately, because we've just been wiped out with like sickness and like just doing a lot of things. So I'm hoping that we get back to the Matt chats soon. I always ask Matt, I'm like, is there something you want to talk about? And he's like, no, I don't know anything. So if you guys have something that Matt could chat about with you, or that you want to hear him talk about, please let me know. Say hi, baby. Oh. So let me know, because I'll suggest things to Matt, and he's like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. So yeah, that's kind of just like what's going on. Really trying to restructure our budget again. Matt, if you didn't know, he's in the finance industry, and because of the recession that we're in, it's insane. Like, he's commission based. So if that gives you any hint on like how his work is right now, it's not good. So we're just trying to like restructure things, see how March will go for us. Emberly and Ava have birthdays in March. Ava's birthday is this weekend, actually. And then Emmy's birthday is 20 days after that. So it's just all crazy. I'm definitely here. I'm trying to be like authentic and like honest about like how our life is. This is kind of how it is right now. It feels very chaotic. I wish it was less chaotic, but it is what it is. So it has now been about 20 minutes. That means that my little dinner dish should be done simmering on the stove. So I'm going to go do that. It was great seeing some of you guys on here. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if this is something you would like to do again, a little live vlogging chat. All right, Claire says bye-bye. Say bye, Claire. Bye, guys.